What's going on, guys? It's Lonely MMA, and as we all know, the White House card is coming up. It's about a week away at this point, a little over a week to be exact at this point. And as we also all know, Justin Gaethje vs. Ilia Topuria is the main event. And yeah, I'll be honest, when this fight was announced, I wasn't jumping out of my chair with excitement, going to grab the nearest bottle of liquor, downing it in one sip, and then going for a drive on the freeway in celebration of this fight. And I think the reason for that is we all know deep down that this fight, there's a 95% chance it really isn't competitive at all. No matter how many times you hear DC or John Anik say, but it's Justin Gaethje, man, you just can never count the dude out. I really just can't wrap my brain around the idea that Gaethje's going to be able to put up a better fight than Holloway, Volk, or even Oliveira. And now this isn't really the topic of this video. What I really want to talk about is just how unbelievably bad the build-up to this fight has been for Justin Gaethje. Like, I have not seen a single positive thing come from this guy or anyone that works with him. Because first of all, he goes on this tangent about how Ilia's wife, he would have left him too if he was his wife, because he's a little spoiled brat. And everyone's like, geez, Justin, that's a pretty low blow, but at least like things will get a little bit heated. Nope, Ilia Topuria just responds with some basic ass tweet. And then another thing that surfaced online recently is Justin Gaethje's dad giving like a speech to the whole Gaethje clan, just letting them know that Justin Gaethje, he does well with smaller opponents. Like, he beat Chandler, Fiziev, and he thinks he's going to beat Ilia too.
He didn't come up here to a place to where it's just a bunch of people. He came up here to a family. And that's what Onyx is. That whole group that's there, it's just one big old family. And it just keeps growing and growing and getting bigger and bigger and funner and funner. This is the biggest fight of his life, but I mean, we've said that 3 or 4 other times. So he's fighting another little short guy, and he's done really well against Chandler and Fiziev and a few of the others, and I just see the same thing happening for this fight. I mean, this is what we trained for. This is what he's put his whole life into since he was 4 years old, and I'm excited and ready for it to happen.
Vin Diesel family speech aside, it's pretty wholesome, I'm not gonna lie, but it seriously does give off vibes of some pee-wee baseball coach who's slightly overweight, sitting at the banquet with a Bud Light in his hand telling everyone, yep, my son's the best on the team. But yeah, after that, Ilia quote tweeted that, just something about fathers hope, champions know. I mean, in his head, I'm sure he thought it was the coolest tweet ever, but to me, a lot of his tweets just seem like they're AI generated. But now we're moving on to where Gaethje really started taking L's. So I'm sure you guys have all seen the video of Sean Strickland talking about how he got banned from the White House event because he was talking about Israel and all that kind of stuff. And this guy on Twitter reposted Sean Strickland's video just talking about stuff, how the fighter should protest the fight. It was a whole lot of garbage, I'll be honest. But then Gaethje responds to that tweet by saying, shut the fuck up, loser, keep my name out of your mouth. I mean, like, that right there sounds like what a 13-year-old boy would type in the text chat on Rainbow Six Siege after you tell him to help reinforce the site. Then Brian Miller here comes back with, well, I was rooting for you, but didn't realize you were so-and-so. And then Justin Gaethje responds to that by saying, I'm American, bitch. I don't need or want a coward's support. You and Sean are both relentlessly dumb as fuck. And then Sean Strickland quote tweets it, just absolutely ripping into Justin Gaethje. And it didn't end there. It really just kept going on with Strickland ripping on Justin Gaethje, calling him Justin Gaethje. Even made a tweet talking about how when Justin Gaethje leaves the room, everyone thinks that they should spar less because of the CTE. A lot of crazy stuff, and it got to the point where Justin Gaethje had to turn off his comments on Twitter. And this is just horrible for Gaethje too, especially in the build-up to one of his biggest fights of his life at the White House, because it just seems like everyone is on Sean Strickland's side here. Because Sean Strickland obviously is the real American champ. He's the only American champ. And if he's not agreeing with a lot of stuff going on at the White House, obviously it's going to cause some rift between the fans. And especially because he has a take that a lot of people agree with. Now, that isn't to say that everything he says is a take that a lot of people agree with, because I'd say about 99% of things he says most people don't agree with. So yeah, I mean, this really has just been an all-time bad fight build-up for Justin Gaethje. I mean, who knows what's next? Maybe a fucking video of him jacking off in a Walmart parking lot's gonna surface next. That wouldn't even surprise me one bit at this point. But yeah, that's really gonna do it for this one. As always, let me know down below your thoughts on the whole situation. Also, give me some predictions for the fights, and I will see you guys in the next one.